What is Jackson, Mississippi? Jackson, Mississippi has its goods and Jackson, Mississippi has its bads. One of the best things that I love about Jackson, Mississippi, we are a loyal state. We are loyal to who we are. We support our own. A lot of people, like to say that we don't support, but we support our own. We always support, and I've never had an issue with support here. We always give people opportunities. Yeah, I mean, we always supporting people. Have some of the best food that the South has to offer. When you speaking on people like Stamp Super Burger, E&L Barbecue, Eddie's and Ruby's, Glorious Kitchen. These are some of the places, man, that I eat, frequently. I love the food. And it's no place like Jackson, Mississippi. Some of the downfalls about Jackson, Mississippi that I've witnessed over the years, growing up, walking back and forth to Provine High School every single day. Crime rate, of course. The lack of opportunity is very difficult to reach certain milestones from state line to state line. We tend to, as entertainers, businessmen, or whatever you're doing, we tend to find a lot of success outside of the state line. And so calling Jackson, Mississippi home has its goods and it has its bads, but it is home. How I got into technology, I will say I was kind of lucky. A friend of mine, I came up with an idea. A friend of mine introduced me to a few people that was over Innovative Mississippi. They were hosting a technology competition. Well, I wouldn't say technology, I would say a new venture challenge competition. I had absolutely no idea that I was going to win a competition. I had absolutely no idea I didn't even know what I was doing, to be honest. I followed the script that they gave us, created a PowerPoint, how I was going to get my product to market, how I was going to monetize the product, how important the product was in the market space. And I went in there and I did it. To be honest, I felt a little bad for myself. I felt discouraged because these people had working prototypes. These people had, I'm talking about, man, they spent thousands and thousands of dollars on getting their prototypes and everything ready for this competition. And I mean, the minute I walked in the door, C-Spire Wireless had a talking robot that met me at the door. And here I am here with a PowerPoint. And everything in me told me, Marcus, turn around. You're not ready for this level. You're not ready for this competition. But I kept pushing. And so I can remember doing my pitch. I can remember halfway through my pitch, one of the judges stopped me and asked me what's my concept patent. And I told them that I was working on a patent. It was patent pending. And he started smiling. And we took a brief intermission. And it was so funny, I actually met the guy in the bathroom and we was washing hands and he was like, man, what are your plans? What are you planning on doing with the product? And I told him exactly, what it was. And I didn't know what I had. I didn't know anything about it. And so, make a long story short, I ended up winning the competition. Gifted all these great gifts, different things like that. All right, now the hard part come in. How do I get this product developed? Who do I talk to? Who can point me in the right direction? Who can help me get this project to the next level? Everybody I talked to, dead end, $80,000, $90,000, $200,000. I can remember hearing $250,000. And I was like, there's no way that me, a kid from Jackson, Mississippi, Provine High School, can even afford something like that. And so I slept on the project for about 3 months. So I met this young man that decided to come in and help me build a prototype. Okay, he built the prototype and everything. It was a working prototype. But at that particular time, I had absolutely no knowledge of technology. I didn't even know that I was in the tech industry at that particular time. I still had the business mind frame, still thinking I'm building a business. All along, I'm building a tech startup. I'm building a product. All right, now, it's the day of the event, Innovative Mississippi, New Venture Challenge. Look, when I walked in, the first thing I saw was a robot introduce itself to me. And I was like, there is no way, absolutely no way I belong here in this room. These people had working prototypes. I'm talking about mobile applications up on the App Store, up on the Play Store, and here I am with a small PowerPoint. And I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I'm talking about, man, look, very discouraging. Everything in me told me to turn around, and for some reason, I didn't. I continued to, I just kept going. I wanted to, even if I didn't win, I at least wanted to see what that stage, what that chapter in my life would have in store for me. I've never experienced anything like this. This was my first time pitching. This was my first time being in front of a crowd. This was my first time letting people see my mental, understanding who I was as a person. And so as the competition went about, they called my name. Got up, walked up. At this point, left everything on the table. Pitched, had absolutely no idea what a pitch was. Keep in mind, it's my first pitch. Got up there, nailed it. Halfway through my pitch, one of the attorneys, he was a judge, but he was a patent attorney. He asked me did I had his idea patent, and I told him that I was working on it. All right, let's fast forward, boom, end of the competition. We at the reception, eating and everything. I was like, hey, I'm just gonna eat, get my thank yous, I'm going home or whatnot, because I didn't win anything. The friend that I was with was like, Marcus, you gonna win. And I was like, I don't see how I'm gonna win because these guys got everything that I thought that I needed. And it was so discouraging to me, so I was sitting there eating the food, sitting there just enjoying myself, and they started announcing the winners. And it's just amazing how things work, how people look at you without you even knowing that they are even looking at you, how people have so much faith in your product over their own product. And these people spend thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on their products. And so they called my name, Marcus Coleman. And I looked around and I'm like, me? And my ears automatically started working. Everyone was like, I told you he was gonna win. I told you that dude was gonna win. And so from that moment on, I knew that technology is where I wanted to be. Being a black man in technology, what does that mean to me? It means the world to me. It's one of those industries that we haven't conquered just yet, but we are reaching. I'm not going to sit here today and say that they're not allowing us in the industry. I'm not going to sit here today and say that it's difficult to get in the industry because it's all about the next great idea, the next great product. One of the things that I would like to see us as African Americans do is to stand on our products. It's so easy to create something and never have the knowledge of how to get it protected. Never gain the knowledge of what it means to get an IPO. Never gain the knowledge of what it means to build a corporation, to build a company behind your idea, behind your product. Yes, it's so easy for someone to come and offer you X amount of dollars for it. But the true goal, the true task is standing on top of your company and becoming that African American that actually break the door down and can stand toe to toe with your Mark Zuckerbergs, can stand toe to toe with the Twitter CEOs, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, all of these guys that own, the guys that own Google, all these guys that own these tech companies, And I'm desperately waiting, if not me, I would like to see the next African American tech startup be just as successful or even more. Do we have drinking water in Jackson, Mississippi? Uh, that's a question. I was in Atlanta last week, and we got to talking. I was at Tech Village, and we got to talking um, about where everyone was from, and that was one of the first questions that they asked me, and they was like, "I feel so sorry for you." I'm like, "Why you feel so sorry for us? I mean, we have water. You know, it's not the cleanest water, but yeah, we do have water." Um, I do feel like the mayor um, of the city of Jackson is doing everything in his power to fix this situation, and I'm behind him 100%. I think he's doing a great job. I think he's doing what he can do that his hands would allow him to do. It's just certain things that he has absolutely no control over, but I think he's doing an excellent job. Deion Sanders, I kind of figured he was going to bring that one up. How do I feel about Deion Sanders? I don't have anything negative to say about Prime. Coach Prime, let me rephrase that. I don't have anything negative to say about Coach Prime. Um, I think what he did for the culture here in Jackson, Mississippi, I think it was already here. Swag football is like no other culture. I mean, I think he brought the winning attitude to swag football. Don't get me wrong, we've always wanted to win, but I can remember going to a Jackson State and Alcorn game and Jackson State getting beat or Alcorn getting beat. No one was upset. No one was mad. I mean, people still went out. We had fun. We tailgated, and I mean, it was the end of that. And so, by him coming in and putting HBCUs on that platform, it actually ties into everything that I'm trying to do with African Americans in technology, and that's raise the bar, give us a sense of hope, give us a sense of encouragement. Let the world know, hey, we are here too. We need the world to see us. We need that spotlight as well. Who's the GOAT? Who's the greatest to ever play the game of basketball? To me, that comes down to personality. Um, you have some people that feel like Jordan is the GOAT. Some people feel like LeBron is the GOAT. Me personally, neither one of those would be the GOAT in my eyes. To me, the GOAT represents what you give to the game, what you put into the game, the mental, the attitude, being a student of the game, everything that we can apply to our everyday life, our everyday journey, from our commute to work, from our way home every night, from the way we raise our children, from the way that we as black men stand in society. And that Mamba mentality executes everything that I just said. And to me, Kobe Bryant is the GOAT and will forever be the GOAT. That Mamba mentality is in me. I live by it. I'm going to die by it. I'm going to forever continue to strive to be the better version of me that I can be.